What's up, guys? My name is Anthony, and in this video, we're going to talk about how the Ethereum cryptocurrency is set up to have an explosive year in 2021. We're going to do that in a variety of different ways, including explaining to you what alt season is, looking at Ethereum's value in terms of USD, and then comparing that to what it's doing versus Bitcoin right now. We're also going to look at some technical analysis, give you some critical areas of resistance and support, and we'll also talk about some news-related events that could trigger massive gains as soon as Q1 of 2021. So if that sounds good, definitely stick around. And I also want to remind you guys too, if you are not already subscribed to the channel, but you are serious about investing in cryptocurrency and including it in your overall wealth building strategy, definitely consider subscribing down by my face in the lower right portion of your screen. But let's get into it. I'd like us to begin with this article here entitled Ethereum Price Prediction. Ethereum aims for $800 while FOMO kicks in. And by the way, $800 is not the ceiling here. This is just kind of a short, medium-term target. But let's talk about the cryptocurrency market as a whole. So if you haven't noticed, the Ethereum price has been appreciating against the dollar, but while that's happening, no significant growth has been made when Ethereum is measured against Bitcoin, because the flagship cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, has stolen the spotlight over the last few weeks. So let's take a look at over here on CoinGecko.com, and we can see here that the market capitalization of the overall cryptocurrency market is currently $673 billion, which is much higher than it's been in any of my previous videos. We have risen, I would say, roughly $100 billion in the last 1 to 2 weeks. It's been pretty insane, and that's one of the reasons I call this channel Crypto Ride. But Bitcoin itself is up 25% over the last 7 days, and we just hit another all-time high today, and we actually touched over, as you can see on the top right of my screen, over $24,100 for Bitcoin. So what's happening right now, and why am I not making a Bitcoin video right now? Why am I focusing on Ethereum? Well, the answer to that question is that cryptocurrency and the crypto market generally moves in cycles, and coins tend to take turns pumping. And this has been the case for a number of years now, really since Bitcoin's inception and the creation of altcoins shortly thereafter. So as we can see here on the chart, Bitcoin hasn't had a real correction on these charts. It hasn't had a level, in other words, that has gotten pushed out of, right? So what that means is that the bulls are firmly in control of the cryptocurrency market. And as long as that happens, people are going to be dumping money into Bitcoin. Now, if you look at CoinGecko here, you can see a lot of the other alts are pumping a little bit, but Bitcoin, if you look at these 7-day totals, you can see a lot of 10%, 5% gains. Here's, well, 25%, that's wrapped Bitcoin, but you can see Bitcoin is outperforming most of the other top cryptocurrencies, including Ethereum, which is only up 14% over the last 7 days, currently trading at about $650. But here is the visual representation of what that article was saying. So what that means to me is that Ethereum and many of these other altcoins are going to have their chance to shine, just not yet. We've got to wait for Bitcoin to pull back. And that's one of the reasons anyway, that I think 2021 will be huge for Ethereum. I think there's more upside potential in Ethereum than there is for Bitcoin now. I think any crypto investor that has been in this space and done their research would probably agree with that statement. Let me know in the comments section if you do. Also, do me a favor and smash the like button while you're at it. But let's keep reading and look at some other factors here that make me so bullish on Ethereum right now. So some of the fundamental factors that add credence to Ethereum's bullish outlook is the number of tokens that have been locked in the Ethereum 2.0 deposit contract. So if we take a look at how many people are staking Ethereum, the ETH2 deposit contract now has over 1.528 million ETH inside of it. Now that is actually worth over $1 billion, and those are just people who are staking their Ethereum. Remember, if people are staking their Ethereum, that means they're not selling it. That means they're locking it up, which is going to decrease the supply of Ethereum. Additionally, the CME's Ethereum futures listing on February 8th, 2021 might be another catalyst that sends this cryptocurrency to new horizons. So in bull markets, as we've discussed in previous videos on this channel, we know that positive news, especially something like a futures listing, could definitely help coins pump. So I think in around this time, February 8th, I'm calling it right now, February 8th, 2021, probably a little bit before that, let's say beginning of February, I think we're going to see a nice Ethereum pump. And at that point in time, I think it's very possible that Ethereum will pump back over the $1,000 mark. Remember, the all-time high for Ethereum during the 2017 bull run, which we're going to take a look at in a minute, was roughly $1,400. Now let's go back to Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is now well over its previous high, which was just under 20,000. So we've increased that high by almost 25%, the all-time high. So if you take that and just think about what that would do for Ethereum, and you think about also how far away Ethereum is from their all-time high. At $650, Ethereum is very far off from its all-time high right now. So let's just take a look here. So at this price level, we are actually 55% down from the all-time high. So you tell me, what's a better trade right now? What's a better long-term hodl or investment, right? Is it Bitcoin or is it Ethereum? And when I say long-term, I just mean really for the next year or two. I think Ethereum has much more room to grow, especially with this futures contract on the way. But what's coming in the short term? So as we take a look at the current chart, this is Ethereum versus the US dollar. We are looking at 1 week time frame. So each of these candles is 1 week or represents 1 week of price action here. And you can see a beautiful uptrend here coming up, dating back to March, which was the COVID crash, as I call it, right? That's that COVID crash. And we've been just rising ever since, just beautifully, quite frankly. Now, at the moment, I do believe we are a bit overextended. As you can see, our 50-day moving average down here is down around $300. Now, I don't think Ethereum is going to crash to $300, but I do think it would be possible to come back down and touch this trend line at some point. And one of the critical areas of support is right here at $487. So that would be a potential entry point. So if you are looking to invest more money in Ethereum, and I'm never telling you that you should or shouldn't. I'm never giving financial advice. I'm just giving you my opinion, presenting you with information. But if you are looking to add to your Ethereum position, wait for it to fall back around $500, or you might want to at least try and do that if you already have some. Okay, now if we continue to rise, or when we inevitably continue to rise, because I'm not making a prediction stating that we're going to go right up to $800 within the next 24 hours, but I do want to show you the next significant levels of resistance on the upside. So if you don't know, these are areas that the price has had trouble breaking through before or have acted as support in the past. As you look back here, all the way back in 2018, you can see this level came into play right here. Resistance here, support here, right? And these are very important levels, even though we are going back in time here. These will play out again in the future. You'll see when the price gets close. And then this other level up here at $789 will be a key resistance level to see Ethereum break through. When do I think this is possible? I think it's possible when Bitcoin slows down. I've got another thing to show you that is very, very important. And I want to talk a little bit more about these alt seasons. If you're on crypto Twitter at all, or if you watch other YouTubers, or you're just involved in like the crypto community at all, you hear a lot of people talk about alt season. And what is alt season? So alt season is a magical time that only comes around after Bitcoin has peaked. And I just wanted to show you some evidence of this on these two charts here. So what you're looking at on the left is the Bitcoin US dollar pairing here. And you can see the previous all-time high was on the week of December 11th of 2017. And that was when we hit almost $20,000. Now, what I want to show you on the right is the Ethereum to US dollar pairing. And I want to show you when we peaked here. So this arrow represents the Bitcoin peak. This was the week of December 11th. But you see, it took a few weeks later for Ethereum to come in with that price over $1,400. Now, the other thing I want to stress to you is this rose while this was declining. Now, going back again to this current Bitcoin chart, we're not seeing this thing cool off at all. We're just seeing Bitcoin get ridiculously bullish. And if you hold Bitcoin and you actually have some skin in the game, you're feeling that. Like, that's very emotional, watching that thing rise. And the best traders and the best investors are very good at separating their emotions from their investments. But it's hard to do right now. And, congratulations to everyone who's holding either one of these or both. In the spirit of transparency, you should know that I hold Bitcoin and I hold some Ethereum too. But I do think that Ethereum is positioned to have bigger gains in 2021. We just have to be patient. But let me know in the comments section, how high do you think Ethereum will rise in 2021? Also, go ahead and like this video if you found value in the content. Be careful out there. Never invest more than you can afford to lose in cryptocurrency, and enjoy the ride. Later.